What are some 90s terms that are no longer used today? These are all good answers. Not. Information superhighway. All that and a bag of chips. My wife got made fun of by our friend's kid for using the term word on the street. It really blew his mind when we told him we needed the 411 on why it's not cool anymore. Talk to the hand. I still say things are rad, but I haven't said radical or heard the term radical used in a that's cool context since like 95 or 96. Being a poser was the worst insult where I grew up. People were often criticized for being too big for their boots and dressing like rock stars. Nowadays, with social media etc., everyone is invested in their own brand management, and if you think it's cringe, you're a hater. Is your Christmas Eve ruined already? If so, why? My daughter told me she grew up poor. We gave her a car for her 16th birthday, paid for countless summer sports, and paid at least half of her college, also paid for her wedding. Really bums me out. Some drunk bastard reversed into my downstairs living room at 10 a.m. He then drove into the guy's who lives opposite's kitchen. He got arrested, then the fire brigade came and inspected the house to see if still structurally fine, so we had to evacuate, and they just now got done putting in wooden boards in the hole he left in the front of the house. Now we will have to get insurance involved and find builders, but everything is closed for now, so big headache. Snowed in at a truck stop in Idaho, 1,300 miles from home. My grandpa died 2 days ago. I was told to come into work today. Office ended up being closed, so went home. A brick fell off a truck and just broke my windshield on the way home. What's the worst thing you've seen at a wedding? I used to be a wedding registrar. I conducted one wedding where the bride's father had passed away the year before. The ceremony was held outside in a venue's walled garden. Upon entering the garden to take their seats, the guests were met by a skeleton which was dressed up in the father of the bride's clothes and asked to shake his hand. The pastor went through and updated the bride's name in her script, but didn't accurately change the script for the groom. Sometimes he was John, others Matt, occasionally Mike. The groom had to say my name as Steve when the pastor said, "Repeat after me. I, David, take you." Outdoor summer wedding in Texas. The groom's 90-plus-year-old grandmother died during the reception. They found out when she couldn't be roused for family pictures. Who caught you watching porn? My friend's teenage son forgot he had paired his phone to the Bluetooth soundbar in their family room, and when he snuck away to their upstairs bathroom for a wank while they had guests over, the audio started blasting. He was completely unaware and came back downstairs like nothing. My mom, multiple times. Worst was when I was watching on my phone. She called me downstairs asking for a lift. I got into the car. Bluetooth paired with my phone and the audio resumed. I slept forgetting to turn my screen off and animated porn was all over it. I wake up in the morning and my mom comments, "You look at a lot of stupid things these days." The realization hit me after I found my phone getting charged instead of being in the bed. No one. I was never caught. What comedian was never really funny to you? Carlos Mencia. James Corden. Can't stand the sight or sound of him. I always think of the joke Ricky Gervais said about him at the Golden Globes. Haha, go something like, James Corden played the role of a fat pussy this year, and he was also in the movie Cats. Kevin Hart. Nick Cannon. I caught 10 minutes of his stand-up and I felt embarrassed for him. You could tell he was going in, thinking he was hot funny shit, but he just wasn't. Amy Schumer. The person who asks this question every week on this sub. Jimmy Fallon. Ellen DeGeneres. Does she even count as comedian? Rob Schneider. His biggest claim to fame is still making copies. His stand-up was so unfunny I think it gave me brain damage. Jeff Dunham. Just a twat with a puppet.